When does a non-compete agreement expire? It expires whenever it says it does. So it might say it expires after 2 years. So let's start with that. But if it says it expires after 40 years, that may not be enforceable under the law. And so a court may determine that it expired before that. There are courts that will apply what's called the blue pencil doctrine. And what that basically says is, imagine a judge with a blue pencil takes a look at the contract, and the non-compete contract says the employee cannot compete for 40 years. And if the judge knows that that is too long of period, only 2 years is enforceable in that state, the judge would strike out 40 years and write with a blue pencil 2 years instead. That is an example of the blue pencil doctrine. It basically means the judge can modify the agreement to an enforceable limit or an enforceable period of time. So if in the analysis we first look to what does the agreement say, and if that's too long, we look to does the court apply the blue pencil doctrine in your state? And if the answer is yes, then it's probably going to be the maximum allowed under law in your state. If the court does not apply the blue pencil doctrine, then that entire provision may be stricken from the contract by a court because it may be a violation of public policy and thus unenforceable and void. In that case, it wouldn't be limited to 2 years, it would just be stricken. So we look to three things. What does the contract say? What's enforceable in your jurisdiction? And then does your jurisdiction have the blue pencil doctrine, or does it just completely void provisions that are too broad or not enforceable? Another scenario where a non-compete agreement might expire is where the company is terminated. So if you have an agreement between two parties and one of the parties is a company that dies, well, with that party no longer there to enforce the agreement effectively dies as well. That can be the case with people who pass away, but sometimes their estates keep the right to enforce contracts that existed prior to the person's passing. So with companies terminating, usually the contracts terminate as well. With people who terminate or pass away, it depends on the circumstances and state law. All right. Well, thank you for joining me here today. If you would like more information on me, you can find it at aaronhall.com. If you would like to follow us on other platforms, just search for Aaron Hall Attorney on the various other social media platforms. And if you have other questions, I'd be happy to see about answering them in future YouTube live videos. Feel free to add them in the comments below. It was great talking with you today. I hope this was helpful. And let's stay in touch. You can sign up at aaronhall.com/free if you would like to receive those exclusive training videos for people who are trying to avoid common problems in small businesses. Have a great day.